Coming at you live from Skeleton City. We're back again with another Q&A, so let's get started. Can we add you as a friend on Zwift so we can ride together if time zones match? Yeah, if anybody wants to add me on Zwift, like, people add me all the time, but like I don't know like if it's just like random people on Zwift or whatever. But yeah, let me know. I'll follow you back. If you just let me know that you're coming from the YouTube channel, you know what I mean? But yeah, you can add me on Zwift. I'm Skeleton City and she's Miss Skelly.
Yeah. Miss
Skelly on Zwift. So yeah, anybody on Zwift that wants to add us as a friend, do it. How much running and cycling are you doing a week? So we run twice a week. We do like a short, fast run and then a long, slower run. And we do that twice a week, which is like, it's not much. It's like around 10 miles. It's not much for the whole week. And then we ride. Let me check real quick. So last week I rode 5 hours and 33 minutes. It was all on Zwift. Like I don't ride out. Since I broke my collarbone, I don't ride outside anymore. So between the run and the ride, maybe about 7 hours worth of running and cycling. Which maybe that sounds like a lot to some people, but we are very sedentary. We work from home. So like we basically have to sort of force some activity. Otherwise, we just do a whole lot of sitting all day. So
also the 5.5 hours on the bike aren't like going hard the whole time on the bike. Like on days, either I'm racing a day or he's racing a day. So when he's racing, I'm just like going slow, just spinning the legs out next to him. And same thing when I'm racing, he's doing that. So like those 5 hours aren't like, you know what I mean? They're not like all strenuous activity the whole time.
Yeah. What's this game called again? So he's talking about like we live stream every morning, not every morning, but most mornings we live stream, and we're just playing a game called Zwift with a Z. It's like an indoor bike cycling game where you ride these bikes, and then it makes your little character in the game go. So yeah, it's called Zwift. So check it out. I'm no expert, but I feel like this guy is too skinny. Please don't overdo it. I hope you stay healthy. Yeah, again, we live stream every morning, so you can see me. And that's why, to me, health is, I say, the trifecta of health. It's being lean, having a high VO2 max, meaning good cardiovascular health. Cardiovascular, that's your heart. Like, your heart and your brain, that's the two things that, like, you cannot function without your heart and your brain. Like, if you have a weak heart, you're a weak person, you know? So I prove every morning, you can check me out live, both of us, we have very, very strong cardiovascular health, VO2 max. Trifecta of health: be lean, have a high VO2 max, and do that drug-free. No coffee or caffeine. Because if somebody's taking a bunch of caffeine, you can have a crazy VO2 max if you're, like amped up on a bunch of drugs. So to me, that's not healthy. And that's fine if that's something somebody wants to do, whatever. I'm just saying if somebody wants to tell me you're not healthy, well, I have the trifecta of health. So he said, I hope you stay healthy. I mean,
right, if you just look skinny, it'd be like, okay, that guy's too skinny. But clearly, you have a lot of fitness, and you can't be too skinny. Like a truly, A-word exic person.
Like Eugenia Cooney. Eugenia Cooney she's the A-word. Like you can totally see she is not of good standing order health.
She would not be able to do what you're doing.
She would not be able to do what I'm doing. So you're mistaking. We live in a world of fat people, and you're mistaking, the anomaly, skinny guy with...
Also, look up the body type of, not that you're a professional cyclist, but professional cyclists and professional runners and stuff, and not even professionals, just people that do that a lot, and that's what they look like.
Yeah, so yeah. And they said this they put a heart emoji. Yeah. So maybe they're saying this out of love. I don't think they were like being malicious about it.
I don't think so. But yeah, you don't have to feel concerned. If you see what he can do on the bike, you'll know that that's not too skinny because he is clearly healthy.
Right. Yeah. Look up starch solution recipes for Thanksgiving, as they are low fat and won't set you back really. Turkey is also low fat for those who eat meat.
Yeah, true. I was talking before about like maybe trying to make some tier 1, tier 2 versions of typical Thanksgiving foods for Thanksgiving this year, because I'm still in the middle of losing weight, and so I'm trying to keep it like, I like to have, you know, those nostalgic Thanksgiving foods, but I don't really want to go like all in on greasy, buttery, heavy things, you know. What is this?
McDougal's.
But yeah, I like he said, we have McDougal's cookbook, and I've actually made a lot of his recipes out of there before. You can definitely have a tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3 Thanksgiving if you find the right dishes to make. So
I'd recommend Zwift to anyone starting out with indoor training. Don't know what the cheapest way of doing it is now. You can probably get an old bike with Shimano 11-speed and a kicker core for a decent price these days. Yeah, for someone, check out, like, I mean, I think there's a few different videos, but I saw, like, go on YouTube and write GCN budget Zwift. And I think they give tips on how to get set up with, if you know, I think, I don't know, don't quote me, but maybe $500 or less. You just need a cheap bike. You know, really any bike can work, and a cheap trainer. So yeah, there's budget ways to do it. We bought like dedicated bikes just because we didn't want to have like a greasy bike that we were taking on and off the trainer and everything. But yeah, there's more budget ways to do it. But yeah, I'd recommend anyone get on Zwift if you can. Have you read or listened to Doug Graham 80-10-10 or Grain Damage? If so, what are your thoughts / experiences following the author's recommendations? So yes, I read 80-10-10 in 2011. And we tried to like do the whole like all raw, and I just don't think it's sustainable for most people. It's expensive, first off. It takes a lot of effort to always make sure you have ripe, because
planning, and
there's a lot of planning. You
know, if you work like a job somewhere, like you got to bring your fruit or your vegetable, whatever you're having, like it's taking a lot of convenience out of eating.
Yeah. And it's like, if you want a potato, it's like you bake a potato, whatever. Right. Like if you want to eat a banana, if your banana is not ripe, you ain't eating that banana. You have to make sure that your fruit is like perfectly ripe, and yeah, there's just a lot of planning that goes into it. It's also very expensive. So what are my thoughts and experiences? Yeah, I mean, it's like, I hate to like appeal to nature, but I think we like, I don't know where we came from. Well, the Garden of Eden, right? I mean, the tropics. Like we came from like a tropical climate, I think. So like we would have been eating tons of fruit, but like if you lived in that tropical environment, you would just pick the fruit off the tree, you know? And like these days, like majority of us don't live in a tropical environment. So you're getting fruit that's like picked unripe, shipped across the world, across the country. It's just not, it's not like, you know what I mean? Like if you live in Costa Rica, yeah, for sure, do 80-10-10, but that's not where we live. And yeah, I think that for majority of people, use a combination of eating, you know, your raw fruits and vegetables. That's why we do, you know, the skeleton pyramid, T113. It's like you get your dose of fruits and vegetables in tier 1, and then you can end the day off with like something that's a little more, I don't know, satiating and heavy or whatever. So yeah. And then Grain Damage. I remember in the back of the 80-10-10 book, there was like an ad for his book, Grain Damage. I never read Grain Damage. I think I've seen an interview where he says like rice is like eating broken shards of glass or something. Like when you digest rice, it's just like scraping your like intestines or whatever. It's like eating glass. I mean,
I think he took like the good parts of like, obviously, yeah, eat fruits and vegetables, eat them, you know, raw as much as you can, but like he took it too far.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's like That's the thing with like 80-10-10 and all like the raw fruitarian people. It's like, I think a lot of it honestly is stemmed in like ED type of behavior, and purity is ED. It's like, and that's what I was like in 2011. Like I was 20 years old, and like I was just like a dumb kid, and I was like,
you cook vegetables,
yeah,
like, you're taking all the nutrients
right
out.
Like I remember seeing a chart where it like showed like the layers of cooking and how it's just destroying your food. It's like an oven, then a microwave, and then this, and it's like you're just destroying all the nutrients. And it's like, I don't know, again, it's a very like purity-based mindset, and I don't know.
But is it sustainable? Like,
it's not sustainable.
Is it practical?
Yeah,
I get it. It's logical. Like, why not eat everything in its most like nutrient-dense state? But like,
yeah, I don't know. I'm in my 30s, like approaching 40, and just not where I have a kid now. When I was 20, you know what I mean? When we were in our 20s, and it was just like
we had time to
mess around and buy fruit all day. You know, like it's like, and only do that. It's like,
which we had no energy because we weren't eating enough.
I know,
because it was hard to get it in.
Right.
Like,
so yeah. So 80-10-10 grain damage.
Good in theory, bad in practice.
Yeah, I mean, in small doses, like. Pick and choose
80-10-10 for breakfast, great idea.
Right, yeah. Pick and choose when you apply those ideologies. Do you guys have a whole house softener for cleanest possible water? We do have like a water, we have a water softener, and like it takes out like the bleach or whatever. It's like a water conditioner. I don't know. But as far as drinking water, we use a Berkey. If you guys ever heard of those Berkeys, it's like you put it on your counter and you just fill it up, and it's like a gravity-based water filtration system.
It takes out all the
impurities. But we've been running that Berkey since 2011.
The start of the purity mindset.
Right, when I started the purity mindset.
Pure water.
Yeah, and I've read, like, I've seen YouTube videos where people say Berkey is a scam, but we like the taste of it. That's what we've been drinking Berkey water for 15 years now.
If I drink bottled water, I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
I can only drink, it's not I can only drink, but I really prefer Berkey water.
The Berkey water. So we like the Berkey. And yeah, that's what we do for drinking water. Do you have a scale that tracks your body fat percentage? If so, what are your current numbers? Just curious. I'm not trying to lose too much weight, but I do want to reduce my body fat percentage. So yeah, I have a smart scale. It's like a Garmin scale. And it tells me, like right now, I think it's telling me I'm 14%.
But like, how does it know?
It doesn't. You cannot be accurate. Those scales, it's
just guesstimating.
It's guesstimating.
Probably based off your BMI.
I think when I was like 129 pounds, right before I broke my collarbone, I think it was telling me I was like 11% body fat or 10% body. Like, so it.
Yeah, but I think you were lower than
that.
I
mean, I don't know for sure what body. I would imagine like I got down to single digit, I would imagine. But yeah, those scales, what I learned is the only true way to know your body fat percentage is getting an MRI.
What about the DEXA scan?
Even DEXA scan is not, like, it's close. It's closer. It's certainly way closer than a smart scale. But yeah, getting an MRI is like the only way to actually know 100% what your body fat percentage is. So
I should have asked when I broke my tailbone. They gave me an MRI.
I know.
I should have been like, by the way, do you know?
Yeah.
Obviously, I was a lot heavier then. I don't know my body fat percentage of what the scale says, but again, I don't know how accurate that is. So.
Yeah. So I wouldn't worry about the scale. And I mean, I guess in the end, it's just like a number. So that's why I just go based on how I feel, not like what the number tells me, you know? Because it depends. A lot of it's genetic too. Like some men can be healthy at single digit body fat, you know? But some men can't, you know? So I think when you have that number and you're striving to hit something that may not even be sustainable for you, it's like kind of
It depends on your body type, too.
It depends on your body type. So, Mrs. Skeleton doesn't need to be an actual skeleton like you. Yeah.
I'm not planning on it.
She's not planning on it.
Again, like he was saying, most men with their single-digit body weight, like, women really don't belong in I'm not speaking for everybody, but no. I don't think it's healthy for women to be in single-digit body weight.
No, they should never.
Not even, but what is like the... It's not 20%.
I think it is. I think it is around like 18%. I don't know. Again, like I don't get like hung up on like a number of a percentage that a woman should be.
And it depends, or if she's larger breasted, she's going to have a higher body fat percentage versus if somebody's more of an athletic, lean build. You know what I mean? So like it just depends person to person.
Right. So so she's, again, what I said, she's just going on how she feels and taking it, one day, 1 pound at a time. And where she lands in Skeleton City, her version of Skeleton City ain't going to be my version of Skeleton City, which is not going to be your version of Skeleton City. So wherever she lands, that's where she lands. Mrs. Skeleton is getting really small. I would love to see an updated before and after pic. So yeah, we're filming this.
We're almost at the 9th.
We're almost at the 9th. I don't know when this video will get posted.
We officially record and take pictures on the 9th of every month. So I think the pictures in this are going to be the last month's video or the last month's weigh-in. Yeah. But so we'll do an updated one.
Yeah, in the next few days. I was going to try and do a video where we have that, because she took the same pictures, like the side profile that you always see. Yeah, I was going to do a video where we literally just line them up, like all
15 18 of them, however many there are.
She has 18 months now or whatever. So we can line up all 18 of them, and then you guys can see how she shrank over the last, shrinkflation over the last 18 months or whatever. But she just hit an all-time low, and she's still on her way to Skeleton City.
Making my way.
All right, we're going to cut it here. So thanks to everyone that asked a question. And you want us to answer anything in an upcoming Q&A, leave a comment below. Honestly, leave a comment on any of our videos. If I see anything that's like worth, reading, even if it's not a question, sometimes somebody just has a good comment or a good piece of advice, and I will, I'll screenshot it. So leave us a comment. And until next time, stay bony, y'all.